politics. It's about.
But I will say
this is different.
It's not politics. Russia is our adversary. No. Russia is our adversary. Paul Ryan got up. Paul Ryan.
He's a
Paul Ryan came up and had a news conference. Said Russia is our adversary, and we support our European. And Mitch McConnell came up and said it. A Republican congressman from Pennsylvania said, who wasn't one of the typical ones, said it was bordering on treason.
It is.
The comments that he made.
It is
supporting the Russian president over his intelligence agencies. He did not condemn. Oh, and Putin had to walk back. They asked Trump about seizing the land in Crimea. From the Ukraine. Putin had to come back and say, "Oh yes, of course they opposed it," because Trump wouldn't say it.
Yeah, it's.
I was just going to say.
All is politics, Christy. You don't have to agree with it or not, but it occurs no matter whether you believe in it or not.
But I'm serious. I've never seen anything this treasonous come out of the fucking White House. I mean, they've always. I mean, when they made up shit about
Obama.
Yeah,
holy shit that he wasn't American and stuff like that. And this guy is sucking the dick of Vladimir Putin, the guy that kills.
See, ironically enough, I voted for Obama as well, so I would.
Holy shit! But he never supported a guy that was a dictator. All Trump's friends are dictators. Kim Jong-un.
Well, what did you say to me? What was the first thing you said? Do I feel like I made a mistake in my decision?
You don't have to. You don't have to decide.
Have you ever been married?
Yeah.
Well,
I got married.
Did you feel like you made a mistake when you did it?
I got divorced.
But you felt like it was the right thing at the time, right? And then you may have things changed and you weren't thrilled about your marriage anymore, but you didn't hate everything about it. But there were starting to be a lot more things that you weren't impressed with.
Yeah, well,
I'm just really. Do you understand where I'm going with
that? I didn't really like the guy from The Apprentice, and I thought he was a dickhead. I automatically thought he was a dickhead from the get-go, and I didn't think a dickhead should be the president. And you know what? I'll tell you what he did. I'll tell you what he did.
Wouldn't be the first dickhead.
I'll tell you what he rehabilitated. He rehabilitated Reagan, Nixon, Bush. They're all, to my thing, he just raised, I swear to God, I was against all those guys. Reagan just raised 10 presidents in my thing. Because Reagan used to rail against how not electing a demagogue. And Bush, you see how he gets along with the Obamas? He's like, they love him. And Barbara Bush, before she died, you know who she considered one of her fourth sons? Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton. She tells in one of her interviews, she goes, I love him. I love Bill Clinton. You know why? Because they were real people. They may have they had their foibles and all that stuff, but they had their core principles. And this is where I said with Bill, we got to get back to the middle. We got to get back to the middle. We're not even in left and right anymore. We're in so far off the center. We're so far off the center. We're in an area not in left and right. We're in an area.
Citizens United was the end of democracy.
No, but
it was that killed democracy.
No, but even companies, even the Koch brothers. I'm sure the Koch brothers
are rethinking.
They're rethinking. No, even the Koch brothers. He just said in a news conference 2 days ago that Europe is our foe.
Yeah.
Get another beer on us.
I know, but
we're done about it. We're going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. I'm sorry.
But I will say kind of a funny little thing.
What?
Do you know when an ex-boyfriend of mine many years ago, his grandfather died, and I went to the funeral, and Richard Nixon, it was right after Pat Nixon died, called his grandmother to say sorry he wasn't going to make it to the funeral, and then the family was actually joking that his grandmother and Richard should get together. That was like the closest I've come to anything like
Was it
crazy.
Oh, and obviously this was obviously
shit.
it wasn't Richard Nixon in the 70s. It's Richard Nixon. Was Pat already dead?
She had died, and then
Oh, it rehabilitated
His
Nixon. It
grandfather-
rehabilitated Nixon. Nixon only tried to steal
Okay,
the
this was
election inside the United States, not with the collusion of other
his
people.
grandfather was like the defense secretary.
You know what?
Defense attorney or something for
This is the greatest thing in the
Nixon.
world. This is the greatest thing in the world for
beers.
yeah, and put it on our bill. Well, I got it.
Well, I already planned on that.
Yeah, no, you do. No, but Richard Nixon, I swear to God, I think I'm okay with him. What do you think?
Dick,
Compare to this guy?
Dick was Dick, man, but he would not be a fucking traitor like this.
He served in the United States Navy. He was thinking about his country and all that stuff. Same as Ronald Reagan. Same as George Bush. Yeah, they may have been thinking they had different views on business, on taxes, and all that stuff. But when you collude